if you have an update on Joey, and then on top of that, Darren Lee's. It seems like he's made a pretty big impact on the program. I know that the Hammers became a pretty strong tradition. It seems like he wins it more often than not. How is he kind of in a unique way really tried to exemplify the program, I guess?
Yeah, he is. The one thing you guys don't get to see is him in the team meetings and all that. He spoke to the team on special teams before the game, and he did a great job. He's really, I think he's very mature. He understands. He's certainly got leadership qualities, and guys listen to him, respect him. But on special teams, he goes hard. That's one of the things. I think the key ingredient on special teams is you play hard. The schemes are not overly complicated, not like the offense and defense. And he's always given tremendous effort every single play. I've never seen him go out there and not give great effort. It's important to him. Certainly, he played linebacker for us as well. That's his role. He's a linebacker, but he also plays on special teams. But when he goes out there and plays, he's one of those guys like we've had in the past that just really relish that opportunity to be out there and contribute on special teams. And special teams to him are not just a transition unit from offense to defense. It's a chance to go out there and make an impact in the game, and he's certainly done that every game I've been here.
And good job, Coach Caldwell.
Yeah, Coach Caldwell, he certainly felt that way when all those guys left. I think he probably took it harder than anybody, just knowing that you lost a lot of good players, and who's going to step up, who's going to show up. I think David Moa, Sam McCaskill, Elliot Hoyt, those three guys in particular, they've accepted the challenge. Certainly we've got to play better. I think there's opportunities on the D-line that we missed for some tackles and sacks and all that, but those guys have, since that point, they read the same things everybody was saying, and so they've accepted that challenge and have prepared themselves very well. Some of the new faces, Emmanuel Facili, Chase Hatada, those guys that came in there and played, I thought did a very good job as well. Austin Silsby actually played probably more snaps than most in that last game, and I think Coach Caldwell, one thing he brings a mentality to that room, and whoever's in there, you can say that we're young or all the better players were gone. Those guys are going to play well, and they certainly have. And but that's one game, and we've seen them throughout fall camp. They've done a really good job, but it's one game, and the D-line, I think that's a critical part of the defense. Those guys play well. You usually have a pretty good day on the defense. So new challenge this week, different than probably what we saw last week, and those guys are going to have to elevate their game and get better as we go into week 2.
I know you love talking about injuries, but he had asked about Martirano, and then what's up with him? And then I know Gabe Perez left also. Is there any concern there? And then Jake Rowe, do you expect him back? And also Cam Miles, I don't know if he played or not. Was he available for the game and just didn't see any action? Or?
Yeah, he was available.
Okay.
Yeah. Those guys, we'll see. I mean, that's I'm not going to get in a whole bunch of injuries and all that, but those guys, again, we'll see how this week goes and how those guys feel. That'll be a game day decision with some of them, but that's how we'll handle that.
So you avoided anything serious with Martirano then?
I think I just answered that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No turnovers in the game. Coach didn't get any turnovers in the game. Two teams both scored in the mid-40s. How important do turnovers become against a team with, offensive powerhouse?
Huge. Yeah, we were in the last game, both teams, no turnovers. Good for the offense. Certainly want to get turnovers on the defensive side of the ball. We actually had, if you went back in that game, there was 4 opportunities that we looked at that we could have had a couple interceptions on. One by the linebacker. We had one tip pick. We had a penalty on it. 2 times they snapped the ball. We had chances to go get it. So there was opportunities to get them. We just have to capitalize on that. But the key ingredient, turnovers. If we can win the turnover battle, we usually win the game. So certainly when you got goose eggs on both sides, good for one, but the other side wants to get it. And we got to find ways to create turnovers on the defensive side. Balls, tip balls, I think that all comes back to, what we talk about, getting guys to the football, hustling wherever it goes. And if you get that tip, we see it all the time. There's going to be a great interception or opportunity to make a play on the ball, and certainly we're going to have to do that. We need to get turnovers and win that battle in order to win games.
Jay, last one.
With Brett, you know, we talked to him yesterday, and probably some of the questions can be tough to answer talking about Washington State, but how confident are you that he can kind of just handle all that stuff off the field? And then also, it seems like he was pretty good with his eyes during the game on Saturday,
Yeah.
and manipulating kind of things in those regards.
Yeah, he did a really good job of that. Coach Hill, Coach Hill has done a great job, coaching quarterbacks. He's really just fundamentally how he teaches those guys. I've been very impressed with just what he's done. And as far as Brett goes, if we didn't think he could handle it, he wouldn't be out, handling the media or doing things like that. He does a great job. I think he understands. He's been around the game, for a long time, and I think he also understands too. This is, we won one game. This is a long season. There's a lot of football left to play, and he's really bought into that 1-0 mentality each and every week. And you have to do that at quarterback, because if you don't, you get yourself in trouble. I think you go back and look at some of the games probably in this past week. Some of the attention, the hype, and all that. What do you hear from coaches when they don't have success? Is too many guys reading too many headlines or things like that. I just think that we've certainly been through that at times. I think guys have learned from it, and this is a developmental game. You can't play this game long enough to perfect it. So every chance you get, you better be focused, ready, handle it the right way. Understand that every opponent you play, they got scholarships, they're very good, they're competitive, so you better respect the guys you're going to go out there and face.
All right, guys.